for wanting to join in. I was like, definitely. I mean, it's the least we could do for our players and our parents, for all the, the hard work. And it's unfortunate, obviously, things ended up the way they did. But again, just remain that, with the high spirits. Again, this is helping all of us to build a character, and really, we're going to get through this, like I said. So just keep doing what you're doing, and just know that, as we get past this, any way that we can continue to support you guys, you know that Selma High School is going to continue to be your home forever. So thanks again, and let's go ahead and continue with this program.
Thank you, Coach Lopez. Appreciate your words and you being part of us tonight. A few special announcements I'd like to make before I send some parting shots and some words, and we move on. I want to make sure that everybody knows that every senior's received this lapel. It says Selma High School Senior Award. If you didn't get that lapel, you will get it as soon as we can meet up and get that in your hands. That's a little tribute to what you mean to the athletic department and your senior year. It can go on your jacket or your patch, whatever you choose. Also, I'd like to go ahead and make this clear that, we would like to invite the class of 2020 to the season's senior night 2021. If you're in the area or if you're in town, we'd like to have you on the field and be recognized at that time. And obviously, we'll have to play that as it gets closer to us. And that last announcement is the spring pictures will be able to be picked up Tuesday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the athletic window. So if you have any spring pictures, please show up and pick those up. And lastly, I want to leave you with these words to our 9 seniors. Don't ever doubt your ability to adapt during these times of crisis or adversity. As athletes, you understand adversity better than anyone. You've had to get through tough losses, injuries, and failure. And each and every time you've stepped back in the batter's box, onto the pitching mound, or on the field to compete. You're better equipped to handle this than most people. And remember the lessons sports have taught you and use those in the rest of your life. Stay positive and know that you'll become stronger in every aspect of your life. And I truly mean all that. It's part of my life, and I know how important it is to each and every one of you. So I miss all of you, but we're gonna meet up and make sure that this is a positive experience. At this time, I want to introduce Selma High School's head baseball coach, John Hollett.
Thank you to the parents and players. For the parents, all the time that you've spent raising and molding these young men. Tonight it is our desire to honor or recognize each senior, to present them with a gift from the Dugout Club and the coaching staff. Each senior will receive a bag of sunflower seed, a pack of Big League Chew, and a personalized baseball bat. You'll be able to pick up your gift along with your varsity letter next week when you turn in your uniform at school. Please look for detailed information on the team app so we can get this all organized. At this time, we would like to turn it over to our distinguished announcer, Will Goldbeck, to carry out our senior ceremony.
Thank you, Coach. After playing together for many years, these 9 seniors combined for 28 wins in 37 games over the last 2 seasons. In since the Coy League play, they won 11 of 13 games. In the 37 games, they outscored the opposition 155 to 110. While at Selma High School, this senior class has learned to rise to the occasion while earning 3 all-league selections. Leo Arcane, outfielder, Isaiah Gaslin, pitcher and infielder, and Bryson Carrasco, designated hitter and utility player. Gaslin was also a Pag Meter All-Star pitcher last year with pitching 43 innings, 23 hits, an earned run average of 0.814, a 7-2 record, and 2 saves. We also had an all-state selection from Cal High Sports. Leo Arcane in the outfield, the 5'7", 145-pound junior, was also sent to Sequoia League. 347 batting average, 24 runs, 17 RBIs, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and the only home run hit in the last 2 seasons. There are 2 sport athletes, Bryson Carrasco in football and baseball, and Blake Estrada and Isaiah Hernandez in wrestling and baseball. The Bears were 2019 Central Sequoia League champions and also 2019 Selma Greater Kiwanis Easter Tournament champions, beating the Emmanuel Eagles. Combined grade point average, a great 3.46. Now I have the honor of reading the seniors' thank yous, starting off with number 18, Aaron Aguilar. He's joined by his parents. In his words, he says thank you to all of his teammates, coaches, and family for supporting him and guiding him to be the person he is today. He wants to especially thank Coach Hollett and Coach Lewis for helping me individually to become a better person in the classroom and on the field. He wants to give a huge special thanks to his brother, who pushed and pushed to make him work for what he wants. He inspires to be like him each and every day, extra hard and working extra hard to show what he had. Number 18, Aaron Aguilar. Next, number 4, Leo Arcane. He's also joined by his parents. In his words, he says, "I'm thankful for my family for always trying their best to attend my games just to watch. I'm also thankful for my brother and for being my #1 fan, and thankful to be able to play the game throughout all these years." Number 4, Leo Arcane. Next, number 22, Eddie Avalos. He's joined by his parents. He's been on the varsity for 3 years. He's joined by his parents. In his words, he says, "I'd like to thank my family and especially my first coach, my dad, for teaching me to be the player I am today. I wouldn't be the person I am today without him. I'd also give a big thanks to my mother, Elizabeth Avalos, grandmother Norma Garza, and grandfather Rudy Garza for never missing a game and always being by my side. And we can't forget his little brother, Si. Also, I want to thank my pitching coach, Arturo Aguilar, for always showing him new ways to play the game of baseball and always supporting him during his ups and downs." Number 22, Eddie Avalos. Next, number 7, Lazaro Bush. He's joined by his parents. He's been on the varsity for 2 years. In his words, he's most thankful for his family, for all the support and opportunities they've offered him through the years. Because of them, I've made it where I am today, and without them, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Number 7, Lazaro Bush. Next is number 23, Bryson Carrasco. He's also joined by his parents. He's been on the varsity for 2 years. Real quiet. I'm thankful for my family, friends, and coaches. Number 23, Bryson Carrasco. Also, next up, also on the quiet side, number 20, Jimmy Blake Estrada. He's joined by his parents. He's a first-year varsity player. In his words, he says, "I'm thankful for a chance to play ball one last time." And finally, number 21, Isaiah Hernandez. He's been a varsity player for 2 seasons, joined by his parents and family. In his words, "I am thankful for all the support from my coaches from JV to varsity. They taught me lessons that will be important for life in and after college. I'm thankful for my parents for pushing me both in school and in sports and allow me to continue my athletic career at Vanguard University. Go Lions." Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to Coach Hollett as we continue the first virtual senior night in Selma High School history.
On behalf of the Selma High School baseball program, I would personally like to thank each senior with their unique gift and treasured memories that they have provided our program, our community, and our school. You guys have grown into quality young men and have learned the value of faith, focus, attitude, coachability, and effort. The only things that you can control in life. And that is so valid for today. Thank you, guys. Aaron Aguilar. He loves baseball and is always trying to get better at it, the game. Always tried to make the team better. Would make a great coach when you stop playing one day. Leo Aragine. Your work ethic has been outstanding. You led by example on the field and off the field. I will always remember your leadoff home run, first pitch versus Hanford West. Eddie Avalos, a 3-year varsity guy. You've always been respectful and polite. I always will remember the game you pitched last March against Exeter when we went extra innings, and you struck out 11. Lazaro Bush, I love the way you compete. I love the way you get fired up after throwing a guy out at second base. I will always remember that. Bryson Carrasco. Bryson, thank you for your humbleness. The last 2 years, you have shown our team how to pick each other up, even on your birthday. Blake Estrada, I really appreciate the way you've matured, and for your candidness and your wit and quiet confidence in yourself. Isaiah Gastelum, spicy. I will always remember your intensity when you entered the game in relief, for your unmatched focus. Who could ever forget the over the head catch this year? Isaiah Hernandez. AP, you have embodied face. Your focus and the way you trained, your great attitude and effort, and you always were coachable. I appreciate that. And finally, Nicholas Lopez. I will always enjoy you playing shortstop the last 2 years. You have always been a competitor, but I've enjoyed the way you play. Your consistency to make plays has elevated you to one of the best defensive shortstop we've ever had in the program. Thank you for all your seniors and all the effort that you put into this season, not only this season, but the since you've been born. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys know, I know you've heard a lot from us. We're going to give you a chance to interact together in a couple minutes, and then that will conclude our program. I have some closing thoughts that I'd like to give you, and then we'll kind of open it up. So as we end this evening, I want to make sure that we thank Mr. Lopez, Mr. Israeli, and Mr. Goldbeck, the Selma High baseball coaching staff, and our boosters. They work tirelessly to provide an environment that encourages the growth and development of our student athletes. It's not an easy thing to do, but we are very fortunate to be able to have a group that likes working with each other and more importantly, wants to see you succeed. We would like to extend a special thank you to all those Dugout Club volunteers that provide financial support, as well as helping hands, the many tasks that are involved supporting our players. And we want to give a big shout out to Mr. Norman. Without his technical expertise to bring this event into your homes and via YouTube, it probably wouldn't have been pulled off, hopefully as well as it has tonight. Finally, we want to thank all the parents. You guys strive to provide shelter and ongoing support to all of the senior athletes and their families. We know that you are the unrecognized heroes that are on the front lines guiding your sons and daughters towards success. So from the bottom of our heart, we thank you and your ongoing commitment to your athletes, your children, and this program. So now as we look to the future, we look forward to inviting all of you back next season to celebrate your ongoing accomplishments and recognize how you have overcome this challenging time. Remember, tonight is not a goodbye. You are and always will be a part of the Selma Bear baseball family. Therefore, in conclusion, we want to leave you with a quote from one of the greatest coaches of all time. Former UCLA basketball coach John Wooden said, "Be true to yourself. Make each day your masterpiece and help others." In a time like this, I hope we can let that resonate. And so when we come back and we see each other again, we can't wait to hear how you've been and what you've accomplished. And remember, go Bears. We're going to go ahead, and at this time, we're going to unmute you guys, give you about 5 minutes to talk and hang out, and just tell you thank you for all that you've done and being a part of the program. And at 7:37, we will sign off. It's great to see you. Please keep in touch. Again, this is not a goodbye. We'll continue this conversation a little later. Mr. Norman, can you go ahead and unmute? What's up, fellas?
So, Coach.
You guys look good tonight.
Thank you. Good, Coach.
So I've been hitting my son some fungos out in the backyard, but it's not the same.
Did you guys get hit in the head again?
What's that?
Did you guys get hit in the head again?
We're using softballs. Those ones that are spongy. How's everybody been?
Good.
Good.
Where you been?
All right. All right. Put a lot of work into this because, man, I tell you what, you guys are a special group.
Yeah, I second that.
You guys, we're putting it together.
Oh my goodness, look at this guy.
What's going on, guys? I'm sorry. I've been trying to take it off this whole time, and I don't know how to.
This is in the house.
Hey, shout out to all you seniors. Hey, just want to say you guys were the first kids that I coached as a head coach, and I'm very proud of y'all. You know, given all the circumstances, I know you guys will be up to good, and you guys have bright futures. You guys are going to be great young men, and I'm very proud of you boys. You guys have a special place in my heart, and I owe you guys a little barbecue or something.
Sounds good.
Make sure he cashes in on that.
Yeah.
It's not like those Gatorades. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Coach Barr, you owe me pizza.
I paid you last year, meat.
And a Gatorade.
That's all right. I can always take you off a pizza, whenever.
That's fair, right?
Yeah.
Will, do you have any last stats that you wanted to share with any of them?
No, I'd like to thank Coach for getting the stats updated on Max Preps because I had a couple people ask me about that. But I just hope to be announcing your names somewhere else next season, wherever, Reedley or whatever.
And I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to Coach Hollett and Coach Lewis. Without them, we wouldn't have done any of this. Coach Lewis and Coach Hollett really made an effort to get this technologically sound. And we had a script. We had a Zoom call for like 2.5 hours when I was trying to go to sleep, but we still did it because they wanted to get it done right. And I think they did. So tip of the cap to them. Always appreciate them too.
Absolutely. I echo those words, Coach.
Thank you.
I just want to thank all you guys for putting this together.
I agree with that. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
It was cool.
really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah.
You guys are welcome.
At some point, this is going to get to a few different media sources. So when it gets there and we know when it's going to be aired, I will certainly let Coach know to get it on the app.
All right.
All right, guys. It's been great talking with you. Please answer my text so you can continue following up and I can continue following up. It's been great. I thank all of you very much for giving me the opportunity to coach you. And for everybody that was a part of this, thank you so much, parents, Will, Mr. Norman, Mr. Lopez, Mr. Israelian. And we will see you as soon as we have the opportunity to get together.
Hey, I just want to make sure that all the guys know that Coach Lewis is been the backbone of this. I wanted to do a Zoom meeting with all of you, but I didn't know it was going to get this intense, to say the least. Thank you, Coach Lewis.
You got it. All right, guys. Go Bears.
Yeah.
Go Bears.
Thanks,
Guys.
appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Will.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you,
Be
Randy.
safe, everyone.
You got it. See you,
Got it.
Sherry. See you,
Thanks,
Nestor.
Norman.
Yeah, take care.
Take care, guys. Go Bears.
Everyone left, bro.